Welcome back to the final phase of the protocol. We have dismantled the lies of the slow lane. We have installed the CENTS filter to identify a worthy vehicle. You now have the map and the machine. But a map and a machine are useless if the car sits in the garage. Today we turn the key. Today we discuss the engine of wealth, execution. This is where 99% of you will fail. Not because you lack intelligence, not because you lack resources, but because you are addicted to a drug called potential. Potential is a dangerous word. It sounds like a compliment, but it is actually an insult. Potential means you haven't done anything yet. It means you are a battery that hasn't powered anything. The graveyard is the richest place on earth. It is filled with inventions never launched, books never written, and empires never built. It is filled with people who had great ideas, but zero execution. They took their potential to the grave. In this final module, we are going to learn how to execute with velocity, how to pivot when you crash, and ultimately, how to engineer the exit, the day you trade your business for a check that buys your freedom forever. We are not just building a business, we are building an asset to sell. Part 1. The Great Idea Fallacy. Let me tell you a secret that might hurt your ego. Your idea is worthless. I hear it every day. Victor, I have $1 billion idea. I just need an investor. No, you don't. You have a thought. A thought has zero value in the marketplace. You cannot deposit a thought in the bank. You cannot buy groceries with a concept. The owner of the idea is not the one who gets rich. The executor of the idea is the one who gets rich. Think about Google. Was it the first search engine? No. There were dozens before it like Yahoo and Alta Vista. The idea of searching the internet was not new. Google didn't invent search. They executed a cleaner, faster algorithm. Think about Facebook. Was it the first social network? No. MySpace and Friendster were already there. Facebook didn't invent social connection. They executed a better user retention strategy. Think about Starbucks. Did they invent coffee? No. Coffee has been around for centuries. They executed a third-place experience between work and home. The idea is just the multiplier. Execution is the number. If you have a brilliant idea, let's say a multiplier of 100, but your execution is 0, what is the result? 100 times 0 equals 0. But if you have a mediocre idea, a multiplier of 5, and your execution is a 10 million, you have a $50 million business. A hot dog stand with elite execution will beat a revolutionary tech startup with poor execution every single time. Stop protecting your ideas like they are gold bars. Stop making people sign NDAs just to hear your revolutionary concept. Nobody wants to steal your idea because execution is hard work, and most people are lazy. An idea is not an asset. It is a liability until you execute it. It occupies mental space without paying rent. Evict it by taking action. Part 2. Speed is the currency. In the fast lane, speed is not an option. It is a defense mechanism. The market is a battlefield. If you move slowly, you die. The big don't eat the small anymore. The fast eat the slow. When I say speed, I do not mean rushing. I do not mean making sloppy mistakes. I mean velocity. Velocity is speed with direction. Most people suffer from analysis paralysis. They spend months writing a 50-page business plan that no one will read. They spend weeks debating the shade of blue for their logo. They spend days worrying about taxes for a business that hasn't made a single dollar yet. This is procrastination disguised as preparation. It is fear wearing a suit. You are hiding behind planning because you are terrified of the market's judgment. You cannot learn how to play chess by reading a book. You learn by moving the pieces and getting checkmated. You cannot learn business by planning. You learn by selling and getting rejected. Get your product to the market. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be functional. This is the concept of MVP, minimum viable product. Reid Hoffman, the founder of LinkedIn, said, If you are not embarrassed by the first version of your product, you've launched too late. If you wait until it's perfect, you have missed the window. Perfection is the enemy of profit. The market does not care about your perfectionism. The market cares about solutions. Launch, get feedback, fix, repeat. This is the OODA loop. Observe, orient, decide, act. The person who cycles through this loop the fastest wins the war. While you are perfecting version 1.0, your competitor is already launching version 3.0 based on real customer feedback. Part 3. The market vote. Stop guessing what people want. You are not a psychic. You are biased. You love your baby, but the market might think your baby is ugly. There is only one vote that counts. It is not your mother's opinion. It is not your friend's encouragement. It is not the likes on your Instagram post. Those are vanity metrics. The only vote that counts is a transaction. People vote with their wallets. When someone opens their wallet and gives you hard-earned money, they are validating your existence. Until that transaction happens, you are hallucinating. You are playing business, not doing business. I have seen people spend their life savings building a product nobody wanted. They fell in love with the solution instead of falling in love with the problem. They built a key and then spent years looking for a lock. Start with the lock, the problem. Then build the key, the solution. If you launch and nobody buys, do not blame the market. Do not say people are stupid or they don't get it. The market is never wrong. You are wrong. The market is giving you brutal, honest feedback. It is saying, this does not solve a need, or this violates entry, or your value proposition is weak. Listen to the echo. If you shout into a canyon and hear nothing back, you are in the wrong canyon. Move. Pivot. A pivot is not a failure. A pivot is an adjustment based on data. YouTube started as a video dating site called Tune In Hook Up. Nobody used it, but they noticed people liked uploading random videos. They pivoted to general video hosting. Now it is an empire. Slack started as a video game company called Tiny Speck. The game failed, but the internal chat tool they built for their developers was useful. They pivoted. They listened to the market and they pivoted to billions. Be like water. Adapt to the container of the market. Part 4. Building the brand, the moat. In the CENTS framework, we talked about entry. If anyone can do it, nobody makes money. Once you start executing, copycats will come. If you are successful, they will come in swarms. They will copy your product, your website, even your ads. How do you protect yourself? You build a brand. A brand is not a logo. A brand is not a color palette. A brand is a promise kept. A brand is the reason why people pay $3 for Tylenol instead of $1 for generic acetaminophen. It is the same chemical compound, but one has trust. One has a reputation. To build a Fastlane brand, you must be unique. You must be polarized. Don't try to be vanilla. Vanilla is boring. Be pistachio. Be chili chocolate. Be something specific for someone specific. Stand for something. Have a personality. If you try to make everyone happy, you will make no one happy. I would rather have 1,000 customers who love me and defend me than 1 million customers who think I am okay. And never ever compete on price. Price competition is a race to the bottom. It is a suicide mission. There is always someone willing to go broke faster than you. There is always a bigger factory in China. Compete on value, compete on service, compete on convenience. When you compete on price, you are a commodity. You are replaceable. When you compete on value, you are a luxury. You are unique. Part 5. The exit, the payday. This is the ultimate destination of the fast lane. This is why we suffer now. This is the light at the end of the tunnel. Why do we build these systems? To run them forever, to work 80 hours a week until we are 90, to be the richest man in the graveyard? No. We build them to asset value. We build them to sell. Remember the wealth equation. Wealth equals net profit plus asset value. The exit is when you cash in that asset value. This is the moment you sell your system for a lump sum, $5 million, $10 million, $50 million. This is the liquidation event. This is when you trade your paper wealth, equity in a risky business, for real wealth, cash in the bank. This is the day you sell the golden goose to someone else so you can buy the farm. Most entrepreneurs fall into the trap of lifestyle creep. They make high income, so they buy expensive cars and houses, but they are stuck in the business. They cannot leave. The exit sets you free. Once you have that check, the game changes. You move from wealth creation, aggressive risky, to wealth preservation, conservative safe. You take that $10 million and you put it into boring passive investments, bonds, dividends, real estate. If you get a safe 5% return on $10 million, that is $500,000 a year, without working, without stress, without risk. That is $41,000 a month for breathing. That is the definition of freedom. You have won the game. You don't need to play anymore. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. You work because you love it, not because you need it. Conclusion. We have reached the end of the trilogy. You have the mindset. You have the CENTS framework. You have the execution strategy. The Wealth OS is fully installed. The software is ready. But let me give you one final warning. Information without application is just mental masturbation. You can watch every video on this channel. You can read every book in my library. You can memorize the CENTS framework. But if you do not close this screen and take action, nothing will change. You will still be in the slow lane. You will still be trading time for money. You will still be waiting for Friday and dreading Monday. And in 40 years, you will look back and realize you had the map, but you never started the engine. Regret is heavier than failure. The road is open. The car is ready. The traffic is light in the fast lane because few dare to enter. But you are the driver. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to push the gas pedal for you. The government won't save you. Your boss won't save you. It is entirely on you. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. You are prepared. Now go find your opportunity and execute it without mercy. The protocol is complete. Class dismissed.